Hello everyone! That's my new song. My new intro jingle. Hello everyone! Pretty good. I don't think it needs any work. What do you think, Hun? Does that need work? No. Hun thinks it needs work. Dan Morta, subscribe! Hey, thanks. 3 months! You may be the first 3-monther. Congratulations. That makes you a special person in some way. Especially appreciated. Today, I would like to finish this little diorama. Will that happen? We'll find out. Not if I keep getting caught up on these little details, like making sure these rocks are rotated exactly the way I want them. Yeah, so last time we got all these little, we got gravestones, rocks, trees, houses, put in. And I was coming to the realization that the map that Jeff gave me, you know, he did this Zbrush map that I'm working off of, it's like the mini map that you can see in the game, which is not completely accurate to the actual game screen maps. Grab that so you guys can see that. Right, so there's a lot of shortcuts, like put them side by side here. You can see, like, here's the Lost Woods, right? It's just kind of blocked in as opposed to actually having all the little paths and such. And things like the village are really simplified. Like these houses with blue roofs, they're represented by houses with red roofs on the mini map. So, so Jeff did some of the kind of the mini map stuff mostly, but then also added in some of the non-mini map. This is weird. Let me just draw Zbrush in real quick for us so we can see it. Use this a little bit bigger. Yay, graphic card, go! Anyway, yeah, so that's navigating between, like, I would really like it if it was just one or the other. That would be my preference. Hey, Aletha! Yeah, so I have to kind of figure out how to go between those two maps. Like, basically, if it's not one or the other, it requires making thousands of micro decisions about, do I do this according to the game map or the mini map? And clearly Jeff had some rubric, some guidelines in his head when he was doing this. I don't know what they were. I think I'll put off thinking about it by just doing something I know I'm going to need to do, which is where's the actual map? Here's the actual map. This thing. So I'm basically painting and sculpting this here map, taking it from the cubic, what's that game? Minecraft. Wow. This is what happens when I've only been up for 2 hours. I can't talk. It takes at least 3 or 4 hours before I can talk. So I'm using a feature in Zbrush called Polypaint, which if you look at the polygons on here, see all these little squares? Those are the polygons. I can assign each of the vertices, which are these little dots, a color. And so if I wanted to color this thing green, for instance, select that color green, and then make my brush do RGB here, take off the add. Now I can paint it. And you can see it's kind of smudgy, low res, because it's only putting a color on those vertices. So the higher density the mesh, the higher density the texture will be. But because this thing is going to be printed out the size just like 4 to 8 inches wide, this is more than enough textile density. I think I accidentally grabbed a highlight. I need a low light. Yeah. So if I do RGB and Z add, then I'm both adding the color and sculpting at the same time. Now the thing I'm unsure about on this mesh, let's see, I believe it was Dynameshed. Let me double check. Yeah, it doesn't have any subdivisions, so it's been Dynameshed. So I should probably check right now to make sure I'm not going to blow it up somehow. It's got 8 million polys, and as far as I know, there's no way in Dynamesh to set a poly target for it. You just have to completely guess by changing the resolution, which is a terrible, terrible system. Hi, Damon! An amazing brush that creates UIs like that. Yeah, it's a great feature in ZBrush that you can just create UIs. I wish other programs had that. I wish games had that, so you could just like paint your UI where you want it. Okay, well, I'm going to try 480, see what happens. It's probably not going to work. It's probably going to end up low definition. Yep. Okay. Fortunately, ZBrush has a pretty healthy and robust undo system. Let's see what happens if I go to 800. Wouldn't that be an amazing coincidence if 800 made it 8 million polygons? Seemed to do exactly what the 400 did. Put it up to 2 million. Okay, so let's undo that. Let's go to 1600. I'm making very educated guesses here. When ZBrush has to think really hard, it'll just like dump the screen to the resolution, or dump the window to the resolution of the screen. It's pretty funny. And then just sit there and process. I've had a pretty fun week. I've been doing some map layout stuff for Guild Wars 2 at work. That's been really fun. I've been doing a lot of editing on the novel. I got the official handoff from Rose Foreman to start my final pass, which is essentially where I'm like tweaking a word here or there, especially around descriptions of things where I have a very visual sort of idea of exactly what the thing being described is supposed to look like. I'm doing a thing where I delete at least half of the protagonist's name where his name is, because my mom is very clear to say Beaumark did this, then Beaumark did that. Beaumark turned and looked at the thing. Beaumark reacted this way. Beaumark did. And it's like, I think she does that because it's so often it's easy to lose track of who's doing what. But I think she just basically overcompensates for that. So yeah, I cut out half the Beaumarks and just say he in those places. So yeah, this is what I was getting. There's some weird threshold at which Dynamesh just poops the bed. So let's see, it's got to be between 800 and 1600. Let's try around 1000. 1088. That was a good year. That should work. Other things I've been doing were I'm reading the newest novel that she's working on, which starts out super dramatic and awesome. I'm really excited about that one. This one is about the Varon, which are kind of sea serpent type people, and they've got to go on a dangerous quest above land. Oh, I should read that blurb that we ended up with to see how you guys like it. Okay, and this ended up with 4 million. Okay, we're getting close to our number. Okay, so it's got to be between 1,000 and 1,600. Let's try 1,300. Dottie B, hello. Aletha, you have that problem somewhat with your own books? Yeah.
Hi, Aletha.
Heather says hi. It's tricky to know like how much you're going to confuse readers, because, well, it's especially tricky because there's a line where, or there's like a spectrum where some readers are going to be super invested and like just plowing through your novel start to finish and super into it. And then on the other end of the spectrum, there's people who like pick it up every couple of days or weeks, or put it down for a couple months and pick it up again, or a couple years in Heather's case. And so in those cases, it's like really probably good that you are overly specific about that sort of thing, overly hand-holdy. You just started writing a first-person book. Ooh, exciting! Bold new world. Now, have you read other first persons? Let's see, now we're at 5.5 million.
Isn't that what Facebook is?
Facebook often is first person. Yeah.
Almost all first person accounts.
Let's try 1,400-ish. Yeah. I started rewriting my little practice novel that I've been working on and off for who knows how many years. Many years. Like, it's an idea I have for a game that I want to build at some point. But building a game is way harder than just writing a novel. So I started writing a novel to get the ideas out there, and I was doing it in third person, but because I'm trying to simulate what it would be like to be in a game, first person makes a lot more sense. And so after I listened to a first person novel, it really helped me understand, oh, that's not hard at all, actually. It's pretty easy to put it in, at least it was for me. Your mileage may vary. Okay, we got 6 million. Yeah, maybe that's fine. Let's see what that looks like when we sculpt on it.
It's not on my Google Chrome browser.
You won't read it.
Probably. And even then, like, I mean, I have, God, how many windows open with how many tabs? Because eventually I just end up organizing specific tabs into categories into different open windows.
Yeah, I've got a million windows that are waiting for me, or tabs.
Go through there.
So many tabs. Yeah, that's the problem if you have actual disability.
I can't even just sit.
True.
Like, everything hurts.
Your body won't even let you just sit. You've got a pretty good excuse for not holding a book up in front of your face.
But it was like, it took until this year to realize that I used to write all the time, but then it started becoming like work.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is ridiculous. How lazy can you get?
Yeah, you thought you were lazy.
I thought I was like really lazy, but no, it's actually a lot of work to hold onto a pen. And then now we know, from exhaustion surgeries, that not only were both of my index fingers, like that nerve that runs in your arm to give it those areas strength, both were almost completely cut off from blood, so they were weak. And my thumbs are like not even attached. So, hence, holding a pen, writing it. And it also makes sense why my penmanship
has always been poor.
It's not just poor, it literally changes personality. Like, I've always thought since I was, college, that if anyone ever tried to do a handwriting analysis on me, good luck, dude. Because my handwriting changes. And I always was like, oh my gosh, you're so sloppy. But no, it's because depending on what muscles, like my arms are tired and they're struggling to like hold on to things. I mean, it doesn't register as tired. It just registers as, oh my God, you're so lazy.
You're definitely not a lazy person. That is one thing I know about you. AJ says, I've read a lot of first person. Brandon Sanderson's Steelheart book is in first person, and really super awesome, amazingly good. And I've been wanting to try first person for a while. That's, I assume that's his superhero series. I'm so burned out on superheroes, I don't know if I want to read a book about them.
Is first person hard because you're telling the perspective, or telling from the perspective of one person, and you have to be careful, like, can you narrate too to help give?
It's limiting in that you can't suddenly go into the evil villain's lair and have a scene where the evil villain is dialoguing to their minions, telling them their plans. Mm-hmm. So you have to construct things more carefully. Although there's also a push to, in most fiction nowadays, even when you do third person, you're doing tight third person, which means you're still not allowed to like go into the villain's lair and listen to them dialogue. So yeah, I don't know. The rules are always changing. What's popular is always changing. Damon says hi, Mon.
Hello.
Mon Hun. That's your Star Wars name. Mon Hun. Mon Hun Boogleface. That's your full character card name.
Nice.
superhero series. I'm burned out on superheroes too, but Serena and Anna insisted, and I read it, and really it was very good and engaging, and it's a very different spin on superheroes than I've seen before. Cool. Okay. I still have to get through his latest Stormlight archive, so... Oh, I forgot, what I was going to do with this was I was going to do a couple different areas and have Jeff do a test print to see what style works best, because I could very well be wasting a lot of time doing detail that just won't show up on a little sandstone print. And it'd be good to be able to tune that so that I'm not wasting time, because in case you didn't know, I've got a lot going on. And making any money off this is a dubious proposition at best. But it is, I love Zelda, so why wouldn't I do it? And I was doing it on my own anyway. So, yeah, it's funny. Jeff IM'd me and was like, wouldn't it be cool if we could make these color from the beginning and I wouldn't have to hand paint them? And I was like, that would be cool. I would work towards that. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot. On the Facebook post, or I posted a picture of this, I really need to remember to put Jeff's thing. Let me do that now, or I will just totally forget. Working on, let's see. And then I have to remember what it's called. Is it Retro? Yes, Retro Design 3D's original model. Okay. I did it. I'm a responsible grown-up now. Letha says, I feel like first person is easier in a way, because then I don't have to worry about what the other characters are thinking or doing. But we'll see. I was already starting to write in tight third person view anyway. Yeah, it's not much of a leap from tight third person. Just a lot of ing at the end of things. Mm-hmm. I'm jumping towards the bad guy. I'm dodging his blows. Hitting him back. And tasting the sweet, savory flavor of the banana coffee.
Now I'm going to the bathroom.
I'm pooping extremely hard. Oh, it hurts.
I ran out of toilet paper.
I'm running out of toilet paper. That it makes it more engaging when it's actively happening at the moment.
I'm writing in first person.
Letha, don't steal my ideas. This is me and Heather's ideas for a first-person novel. Yeah, banana coffee that makes you painfully poop. That's our idea. Knockstrix, hey! All the best novels are written in second person. My Wacom tablet feels the same way as it watches me reading your post. Is that second person is very difficult.
You know, the thing that is annoying about one of the million things that are annoying about me is when I'm writing. I don't know what's going on in my brain, but I think I changed going to person view, like non-stop, like using the wrong, even changed
You just
tenses.
switch?
Yeah, because I think I'll do it from like narrative, kind of, but then, I don't know, by the time I'm actually getting the thought out, I've already moved on to like a couple other different things, or I'm thinking about something different. And so, yeah, I know my writing is pretty painful for all those grammar.
People who care about
Yeah, it's like,
the technique.
Don't live in the grammar, just live in the moment, you guys.
Third person unreliable omniscient is best.
That me?
You're pretty unreliable and omniscient, so yes, I'd say that describes you pretty well.
And I'm a little vague, so in person I might become like, I'm always sort of like, in person I'm also in third person.
Well, vagueness is one of several tools that a good unreliable narrator will utilize.
I just keep hearing the part of the song that I don't even know the song stuff. Up the Tangled, it's Mother Who's Best, and she's like, a little bit. I don't get it. But she's saying those insecurities to me.
Speaking to you. You'll dedicate the ideas to us when you make $1 million on your banana coffee poop book. All right, cool. I'll take it.
Like Jimmy Fallon has some serious competition, even the children's, books. Right? I don't even know. Like, do they children? Maybe. Oh, babies. Yes, babies will love that book.
Yeah.
They'll get it.
I recently came across, someone posted a link to a musical artist, quote unquote, and all his lyrics are pretty much what like second graders or toddlers would say to be funny. It's just like, poop poop pee on my face, blah blah. Like, but he's like screaming and punk.
Is that where you got your
Yeah.
Cards Against Humanity when we were talking about like kid versions?
Yep.
I keep going to say like we should make one like a Christian version, like, you know, okay, for church folk. And then I was like, oh wait, never mind.
Christian
And
Cards Against Humanity would be great.
I was like, well, I know, but I'm like, well, I mean like safe for, you know, because when you're around people who have like, you know, certain things,
Hang-ups.
you can't play that game right. It's like, it ruins.
Yeah.
I mean, it just ruins it so much. But then I was thinking like, wait, the Christian quote unquote or religiously like safe one is called apples to apples.
Yeah,
We
apples to
already have
apples
it.
is the Christian.
But when you're like, when we had that conversation on our walk, you know, about a kid's version, I always like, yeah, we should do this. I'm like, oh wait, it's apples to apples, freaking. But then you're right, like we could just use pee, poo poo, and like
Potty.
Potty, and it would be actually interesting if it was, if all the cards were drawn from, someone would have to like,
Things toddlers say.
yeah, like, I mean, people, you'd have to scour the internet and friends and whatever, but you could come across like a lot of funny things probably. Like, I did some dumb things when I mean, it might be kind of like a, maybe that would be the Christian. Although you're thinking like, when the whole, didn't they release like a Jewish pack?
Oh, I don't
It was
know.
like a special Jew pack, something. So it was like, obviously, you know, terrible. And then they have whatever packs. So
Sounds terrible.
yeah. So I'm pretty sure that the Christian one would have to like, just like what, Christian as in like Catholicism, whatever. But it could go back and really pull some really terribly great maybe things from the history. Because you have enough. Probably like a small plate.
I think you need to write them.
No.
Tell them your brilliant idea. I mean, if you could write.
If I could write.
Knox says, think the only novel that is truly second person are the old choose your own adventure books. Yeah. I enjoyed some choose your own adventures in my day.
I tried.
You didn't like them?
Yeah, but when I say I tried, I mean, who really knows what I...
It's because you died too often.
So many things Oh, actually, you're right. Yes.
Really?
I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm like, there was a reason, and I thought for sure this is going to be great, but yeah, I forgot. You do die. And yes, I
mean,
died.
not all of them, but
I know,
certainly
but
the adventure ones, yeah.
I would skim through and just pick the adventures just to see if I was going to die. Because I started dying. Well, I know, but I know what I would have picked. And then it just became pointless. So I liked, when I was younger, it was like mystery books, Nancy Drew, but then when I got a little bit older, Mary Higgins Clark books. I love mystery. I love Mary Higgins Clark books. But even then, I haven't read a book for, like a fun book. I don't even know.
Yeah, you read a lot of medical stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've read back in the day when our kids were younger and I took them to the pool all the time.
You were reading like Harry Potter and
No, I've never
Hunger
actually
Games.
read
You haven't?
Potter.
I swear I've seen you reading Harry Potter.
I started to read, but I'd already watched all the movies. And I started to read the first one, but I'm like, wow, but I can watch them. Like, I love the movies. And then, but when I started doing that, I mean, life was crazy.
Yeah, life was crazy.
Having
kids is crazy, you guys.
I read, like, yes, I read through the Twilight, and I didn't think it was, like, that terrible. I mean, sure, the story, whatever, but I think it was, I mean, you have to argue that it was somewhat decently well written, that so many people, no?
You don't have to be a good writer to be popular. It's just like there's a lot of bands that are terrible at music, but they're still popular.
What if it's a bad content? But can you still be a good writer writing bad content?
Yeah, and it could go both ways.
And that's what I think it probably was, right? It was like, but honestly though, I loved the Hunger Games and I love the Divergent books. Oh my god, I love Divergent. I have not watched the movies. I've only seen like one.
Really?
Yeah, I saw the first movie and it was
so... we saw the second one. Isn't that the one where they go and they're hiding in a mountain or something? I swear we saw the second one.
Well, Stephanie Meyer wrote, she started writing a book series called, it was like about a soul and they were in the mountains. And that was like longer. Anyways, they were in the mountain, but I don't know as far as the second Divergent, maybe we saw that one, but it was so wrong. It was completely not the books, and just the first movie, they put the bad person, who I forget, they put her right there, and they could have just had the ending right there in the book. The book ended that way, with having that girl finally in the same room, but in the movie, they put her there in the first movie. And you're like, well, this is stupid.
Yeah, I'm just putting it back.
Anyway. Yeah, I decided that it's been long enough so I don't remember any actual details. I didn't want to go for it and watch it.
Damon Rath is proposing a card that says Moses parted the red blank, and then says it would never be clean.
I know.
You just have to make sure every card is completely clean in every way, in every combination with every other card. No problem.
The other one would be poop. No, that doesn't make sense. Oh my gosh, and the plays? What if you did a combo pack? So it could have like, not even Christian, it would say biblical reference, or history, or something like that, religious, history, biblical, whatever. And if they pulled from all the different religious texts, or whatever, it could really be bad. What if they mixed it with the 80s? They do something like, or like something weird. All the answer cards were like Satan. how to play this. I have like 8 cards that say Satan in my hand. Throw away.
I was doing grass before, and I believe I was using spray. Okay. What colors?
I'm trying not to get in camera. But this part right here,
These poopy trees?
yeah, the weird thing is because it doesn't look like the 8-bit stuff over here.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looks like that really weird dream that I had about wow, what is it called when you like die and you come back, reincarnation sort of thing.
Okay.
All those years ago, where like reincarnated and then it was like I woke up in this like kind of shack thing. And I open the door and it looks like cartoon. It's beautiful, but it has those colors.
Trees? Oh,
Yeah.
the colors or the shape?
It has like the colors that you're supposed to say, the green, but it's smoother like this than over here on the 8-bit map.
Mm.
But yeah, it's interesting because a lot of these colors. I mean, it was like brighter.
I could do like a tree. I could do a tree canopy top and just duplicate it around. I don't know if that's Let's try one more thing. Just kidding, I'll try 1 million more things. But I wish I was just going to try one more thing. Sculpting mode. Kind of surprisingly fast. But I don't want exactly the same texture that I have for the grass. Let's try something like make the leaves jam together. Yeah. Turn the flow down. Is that what I want?
to know a picture. So sometimes late at night. So I should start off by saying I got an add-on pack. I might be tinking your live stream here.
An add-on pack for
Sorry.
Cards
Anyway,
Against Humanity?
Yeah, an add-on pack. I'm just realizing that. This is way off topic. Anyways.
Oh, that's great.
So I got an add-on pack, the green pack, at Target for Cards Against Humanity.
Let's see it.
But anyways, and so sometimes I just randomly, like, without looking, I'll pull out, you know, a question card and then an answer card, and I'll flip it over. So it's like playing the game, the surprise, right? Anyways, and I usually do this, and it's so frustrating because when I do this, it's usually after Josh has already gone to sleep, and so it's like 2 a.m. or 3. God, I have not gone to sleep. Last night it was at like 4:30 again. I do not even understand. Anyways, I'm still quiet. I had to take Xanax, and it's still so. Anyways, I pull out these packs, and then it's like frustrating because Josh is asleep, and I'm like, hey, honey, oh, and so I can't share, and so then so I'm out here laughing by myself, 2 a.m. And so then I end up just texting Josh pictures so you can see it in the morning. But one of them, this isn't really bad at all. So, I mean, I can share, I feel like I could share this.
This is PG stream. Okay.
This one? That's PG, right?
Yeah.
That's like...
It's hilariously PG.
Yeah, that's what's
inappropriately PG.
That's what's so funny about this, is this one was like so PG. But, so, the card is... She's a lady in the sheets, comma, blank, in the sheets.
That's
Oh, sorry. I wasn't even reading.
Here. I'll just put it up to the screen.
But
oh, your performance is
I'm
the important part.
performing, and then I
sorry.
screwed up because I started looking at something else. Okay. She's a lady in the streets, blank, in the sheets. The answer card is, she's a lady in the streets, and making out and stuff in the sheets. Like, lady of the streets, making out and stuff. It's right here.
Your delivery is just so bad.
Honey, I'm trying. Okay? I don't think it's even trying. Oh.
It's delayed.
Oh, that's right. Is our talking really delayed?
No, we see that screen delayed. We see this screen in real time.
Oh, is it because, so the 7 seconds in case, like...
In case we need to bleep.
Yeah.
No, it's like it's a 20-second thing, and I think it's,
Oh, that's way more time than you need to censor. No, I'm just kidding.
In case you have to swear for 20 seconds.
I deliberately said a swear thing just to my friend who's very conservative, but it was so funny. And sometimes you just have to do it. It just makes it the best.
David says you need a class on comedic timing.
I can actually do. I'm funny during the game, by the way.
You are.
But
No,
it's
you're funny when you're making up your own stuff. You're terrible when you're trying to deliver previously written or recorded stuff.
Hey, then says the person who used my magical voice for a voiceover last night.
It's true.
It's actually, that was a good voiceover. For how simple and quick. Wasn't it easy? Where I put that. Maybe I can pull out some videos.
We can only hope. Okay, I'm gonna see if there's a fast way to do this. Faster, faster, faster! but it needs bright color. It still leaves the individual trees looking quite different than the clumps of trees. I wonder if... I'm going to try something real quick. Let's go to... 3. Grab it. Can I not unlock this? Okay. W for move. Oh, there's unlock. Okay. Oops. Okay. There we go. Duplicate it. Alita likes the simple little stair-steppy exercise thing we got last week. Yeah, that looked like a cute device. It also looked kind of flimsy, like you could easily break it. You'll have to let me know if you easily break it at some point. I would not mind having a device like that available in my living room, because I had a full-size, whatever those things are where you do the ski, stair step, arm, McDeely, and it's just so big. I got rid of it. Yeah, if it was something I could just kind of drag out and use it as needed, that'd be nice. I'm gonna start swimming soon. Hopefully that will be my cardio, because I hate cardio so much. So, does that help marry those two things? See, it does, but then the question is, can I merge those in? Or am I just having a ton of extra polygons for no reason? I think the only way to actually merge them in would be to... let's see, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna load up Mr. Tree. Boop. Okay. Needs to be facing this way. You do brush, create, insert mesh, make a new one. Okay, so now I have this brush. So if I go back to here, and I use this brush on this prop, should make a tree on it. Oh, but it doesn't keep the poly paint. That's weird. I wonder why not. it shows it colored in there. Oh, okay, so one thing I could do is I could take one of these trees again. That's tree layer. Okay, select, oops. Select just this tree. Move it where I want it. Okay, it's got all its color and stuff. Okay, then oh shoot, I need to split it. So split, unmasked, boom. Okay, so now this is its own little tree. Actually, let me duplicate it first so I don't have to go through that whole process again. Okay, so now I have an individual tree and I have this tree. Okay. Now, if I mush that into there, I need to move it up. Okay, now take view, merge down. This is okay. Do it. Okay, so now these are merged. But I believe their meshes are still not actually one and the same yet. Yeah, okay, so they're still separate meshes. But now, if I dynamesh it, scooch this up a tad to see if I can. Okay, yes. Okay, see what happens. Seems like a pretty durable and decently effective so far. Not as good as an actual elliptical, but still pretty nice for space and cost. I'll let you know how long it lasts. My exercise equipment tends to die because I actually use it. That's good. Rex John, hello Rex John, how's it going? I love these little trees too. Okay, and we did it, and now we have just over 7 million polys. And this tree is now officially merged in there. So yes, confirmed that will work. And let's see if we go to another pro, we can see that yes, this is all integrated. So it's not wasting polygons with the rest of the tree like shoved in there. So what does that mean? That means that I can smush all the trees into here and then just combine them all in one process later. Cool. Cool. This is great news. So let's start smashing trees into things. Probably save us a lot of time. Man, I could not keep the right key pressed down when I do that maneuver. Just allergic to it. Drax John is asking, what is the difference between Zbrush Cinema 4D and Maya 3D? I have never used Cinema 4D, so I can't speak to that. But the difference between Maya and Zbrush is that Zbrush is super focused on the sculpting aspects of computer graphics creation, and Maya is more about modeling, rendering, animation. Maya is a more robust package that lets you do a lot of things a lot better than ZBrush, but you can't sculpt in it like you can in ZBrush. And by sculpt, I mean this kind of organic, using all these different brushes and stuff like that. So they're just kind of different tools for different jobs. Like the difference between having a wrench and a screwdriver. Like you could use a wrench and a screwdriver for a lot of the same things if you had to, or like a wrench and a hammer, you know, but sometimes it's just better to have the specialty tool. Is this actually faster than hand sculpting on all those guys? Jury's still out. Recently started learning Cinema 4D because they're studying to become a package designer. Okay, cool. Yeah, my vague understanding of that is that it is used in package design quite a bit, and but basically good for real-world three-dimensional stuff that has printing on it. So trade show booths, package design, and that sort of thing. And Mortis says, adding weird emoticons to Works Slack is fun. Can't wait for coworkers to find them. Lol. And go to hell. Why is there a cat here? Cat should be everywhere. Come on, Aletha. You need to be consistent. Cats should only be where magic is, right? I wish I knew more about the emoticons on Twitch, because I made 3 sizes of Skola head and I've only seen the very smallest one. And I'm like, why did they have an option for making 3 of them? I'm sure there's a good reason, but I don't know what it is. Hey, no problem, Drax John. That is what I'm here for. Good luck in your studies, by the way. I myself have a degree in industrial design technology, so I took some package design, but just like a class or 2. It's pretty fun. Designed a perfume bottle. I called it Covenant. You had to do the bottle, you had to do the box for it, like an advertising something or another for it. I also had to do a storefront with a store window and advertising and stuff. Should you add a Nyan cat? Of course you should. There should always be Nyan cats. Tell Michelle hi from me as well, and good luck at work. Tell her to not break a leg. Again with the wrong buttons. Got the wrong button blues. It's weird because I get into a groove where I press the right button like 20 times in a row and then just out of nowhere suddenly I'll do the wrong one. got to be a way to do like a scatter brush with these. I mean, I know you can do micro mesh or fiber mesh. That would involve learning that whole system. Learning new systems in Zbrush is ridiculous. They have so many systems and they're all so convoluted and weird, and like you have to go into other modes and windows, and it's the worst. Of course you should add Dog. If you have a young cat, you have to balance it. It's the yin and the yang. I put Ceiling Cat into Guild Wars 2. So Dog should be in your work slack. This guy out. Split. Unmask points. Boom. Oh. Oh, it's invisible for some reason. Okay. Those are all the ones that I added. Yes. All the rest of the trees as well. I don't know if I want to combine all the trees just yet. I feel like they might get in the way. Okay, so Dynamesh is turned on. You are visible. I'm gonna set this real quick. Yep. Lightsabers. Nice. I hope they appreciate all this extra work you're putting in at work. Okay. Merge down. Boom. Now trees are merged. Dynamesh it. Wait for it. Boom. And it blows up. Okay. So it cannot handle all them trees at once. Interesting. Okay, let's step down to 1300. Try that. I mean, it's weird that it goes from, as far as I can tell, 0 like errors, and then it hits some threshold, and then it starts accumulating errors, and then the further you go up from that, the worse it gets. Like, I would think that it would just start out, you know, doing a few little errors at, you know, any amount, and then slowly accumulate. Okay. That looks to work. Yeah. Don't see any place where it got crazy. But yeah, that definitely integrates the standalone trees with the copses of trees very nicely. Oh yeah, you need dumpster fire and mortar. That's for sure. Okay, so what this technique means is that I can be super sloppy and just be like blah 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 blah. Wherever there's these tree piles, blah 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 blah. Super beautiful work going on here. Needs to not be there. This just needs a standalone tree. Okay. Leafy trick. Leafy, leafy, leafy. I kind of want this to be darker. Duplicate him so I don't have to go through the extraction process again. In fact, I'm going to move this guy over here. He could just live in this spot. Planches is auto-hosted me for 7 viewers. Thanks to Planches. It's awfully kind of you. Another trick I can do here is I can just squash this bigger. Oh. Fill up more space that way. Now, I'm not actually sure if I should be re-dynameshing every time I do like one little area, but I feel like if I did all of them and then tried to dynamesh them all at once, I could run into problems because then the amount of polygons it's having to juggle will be higher. So it's a little annoying to do this process over and over, but I think it's the safest course of action. Keep our fingers crossed that this doesn't munch it. Nice. Okay. Now we're getting places. Can we all remember the number 1,300? Because that is apparently the sweet spot I need to be at for dynameshing us. Straight to this brush. Let's see, maybe a smooth. This. Yeah, I think that'll probably do the trick. There's a good shortcut. There's my little Scola. Why can't you guys do big Scola though? Why did I make like a 128 by 128 Scola if no one can use them? Yeah, imagine if there was like an army of the people all coming for you. You would want to run for the hills. The people is what Skola's people call themselves, for the record. You're not a people or some of the people. They're just the people.
Don't forget to tell Cindy your mom next week.
Oh yeah, we got Rose Foreman coming up again for next weekend's stream. Looks like, most likely. Those are always fun. I need to remind Shane to bring the camera so I can do garage stuff out there. They do have inflated egos, but I mean, you could argue it's not unwarranted. They're pretty great. Ah, look, their skull is right above my head right now. And he's gone. Parental invasion, yeah. Or parental supervision. That's what I should call those threads. Or streams. In retrospect, what I should have done was figured out the technique that I wanted to do for these large copses of forest, and then broken off a chunk of that and made the round trees be that, rather than having to intersperse all these hundreds of round trees into the copses to make them match. Trying to think if it might actually be faster to just redo these trees. Although these trees are closer to the game. Although again, we're looking at this map, not the detailed one, and this leaves a lot more room for interpretation. Oh hey, these are cool UI treatment. Zbrush does not like to be pushed to the side. Jealous toddler. Oh hey, I was going to ask anyone who is able, can you see if you can spend any of the hearts that you have accumulated, now that we know how to do it, to cash in for one of the rewards that I offer, which are stupid things like, I'll follow you on Twitter or Twitch or Facebook or whatever. I'll friend you on Facebook. At some point we'll have really cool rewards, but for now we have lame rewards. Aletha, you want to be friends with me on Facebook? Do you guys not remember what we learned last time? You don't do exclamation hearts. You have to like hover over your screen to see the little pop-up thing on the bottom, and then you click the one that looks like glasses and headphones on a uh, whatever, a speech box. Somewhere in that menu, I assume, is where you go to spin your hearts. And you should be able to play games, to win more hearts, blah, blah, blah. Yep, or you can make little heads float down for no reason. I don't even know what those heads are, or why. Wait, Elite, was this a dream that I had where you guys figured out how to access that menu by hovering over the screen? I swear we figured that out last week. Switch these. So let's see. Negative makes it darker. Positive makes it lighter. Mobile has none of what I say. Yeah, so the mobile version of it, you have to, there's like a little puzzle piece or something in some other place on your screen that you have to find. Why they made it this way, I don't know. I just work here. It says we figured out how to click on the lion head and to enable the thing on the laptop. There's an option on the robot thingy to view details, but that doesn't really do much. It just takes me to a thing about the program. Okay. I was really hoping that that was just the interface, because that's what it everyone seems to indicate when I look at all the tutorials and at their thing about it. Hey, Damon Rath redeemed Ask a Question. Congratulations. Now you're allowed to ask a question, unlike before, where you would be punished severely for asking questions. Alright, so Damon, is it possible for you to explain how you did it to other people? That's the real question. That's my question for you. Hey, we got Binding of Isaac icons? Where did those come from? Right, how do you get to the menu where you can redeem hearts? That is the question. The $1 billion question. Some clay work here to make these less blocky squaries. Tap the puzzle piece. Okay, so Aletha, the puzzle piece is for mobile. And I just remember that from one of the tutorials. Someone just kind of said that offhand. For mobile, it's harder to find. It's like a puzzle piece. Which implied to me that it would be easy to find on desktop. You know what I need to do is get on another computer while I'm streaming and try to figure it out, because apparently what I see on my screen is not what everyone else sees, which is great UX right there. Yeah, Letha, you and I both have superpowers of being incredibly bad at anything technology. It's definitely in our genes. My mom has the same thing. Which makes the whole concept of us trying to build a platform online and self-publish just laughably hilarious. I want to have the most hearts, so I don't want to spend them anyway. I must hoard them. Damon, you actually asked a question? I didn't see your question. Damon asked a question for 100. Tapped the puzzle piece. I had to give permissions to Streamlabs. I'm on Mobid. Mobile. Let me scroll up. Shrug. Oh, okay. I think what you're saying is that you had an interface in which to ask a question. Okay. Which means I should be able to see that in my dashboard. Let's see. Ah, okay, here we go. So in my dashboard, I get feedback of that sort. Good to know. Okay. So, how cool am I in real life? Okay, so you know how cool, Ferris Bueller is in Ferris Bueller's Day Off? And then how cool Sam Witwicky is in Transformers? You're like 60% of the way between those two. I hope that helps. Okay, so now I have all these poopy blobs, and I can just go in and leaf them up. Make like a tree and leaf. You go for Mr. Freeze, so I guess that works. Comic books or Arnold Schwarzenegger in Batman movie, Mr. Freeze. As long as you don't go for Vanilla Ice Cool, then I think you'll be fine. Now I can switch colors, add a little bit of highlight here and there. Tree. Vanilla Ice wishes he was as fly as you. That's true. And the Mr. Freeze from Batman the Animated Series is the best version. I believe it. I've never seen it, but I believe it. Cover this whole thing. No. Squash it down. Okay. Get back into archery now that your shoulder seems to be okay with that kind of stuff. Shot some arrows today. Boy, my aim is terrible. That's awesome. You are going to be doing horseback archery, right? At some point. You must. Sorry, but those are the rules. If you know how to shoot bow and arrow and you own a horse, thou mustest do both at the same timeth. The ultimate goal is mounted archery. Yes. No, bad stuff would stop happening. Yeah. Your horse would stop getting injured or whatever his problems are. I mean, ultimately, I would think not just mounted archery, but flaming arrows on mounted archery would be the coolest. You think Sononi would be able to handle fire arrows? That would be amazing. Ben Mortis says, so I've looked up how to redeem. Even though I have granted access to Streamlabs on PC, it won't let me redeem. I can do it on mobile. Let me try another browser. Oh, wow. Sounds like they have some work to do on their end. Access by a link through there. Oh my gosh, really? You copy that and make that into a thingy. Where do you make that a thingy? There's so many thingies to deal with. Let's see. Is it on Streamlabs? Log in. Shouldn't have to log in if I'm already streaming through Streamlabs, you would think. Remember if this is the place where you go to add the little squawks. No, that's a totally different place called Chatbot. Called Nightbot. That's it. Why are there so many things? Why can't it just all be one thing? Okay. Commands. Custom. Is that what I want? No, I want the thing that pops up and reminds people of stuff. Timers. Okay. So let's see. This timer, add one. We're going to call this hearts. Okay, messages. Manage your hearts here. Which is the dumb way to do it, but hey, it's better than nothing. Oh yeah, and it's going to take away any spaces, so I have to put enters. Let's do it every 10 minutes for now. Let's make this hearts. Okay. So, in theory now, if you guys type the word /hearts, it should give you a link, and then if you click on that link, it should take you to the dumb place to do the dumb thing. Let's see if I can do it. Exclamation hearts. And it did not do it. Cool. And Morty, you got it? What'd you get? You have to disable live emotes? I guess I need to be patient and understand that streaming is still a relatively young medium. It's like in the Pac-Man of days of video games where it just weren't completely on the ball. It was blocking the other one. Is live emotes that thing that I accidentally put on my thing? This thing. Can I get rid of that? How do you get rid of things? You go to your plugins, but do you do it in Twitch? Do you do it in Slobs? Do you do it in Nightbot? Do you do it on the Slobs webpage? Damon Roth just put link to a sports thing? I'm confused. Okay. I'm gonna figure out how to get rid of this dumb thing. Oh yeah, here we go. Dashboard. Boom. Okay. Extensions. Live emotes. I want to make it go away. I don't even know what it is, and I don't care about it. Where's the go away button? There's a checkbox, but you can't uncheck the checkbox. Cool. Details. Well, I mean, there we go. Uninstall. Okay. Live emotes are gone. So, hopefully that's one less hurdle that people have to overcome to just do the one simple, stupid thing that I want them to be able to do. Huh, and now I got a little pop-up that wants me to do the games, the pick a heart, scratchers, and redeem hearts. Okay. Letha, you have over 2,000 hearts? Woohoo! That reminds me, I need to give my mom hearts as well, since she's been on the live stream like 4 times. She should have many thousands. Of course, I don't want her to get more than you, Alisa, because you spend a lot more time hanging out here. So I'll just make sure she has as many as you minus 1. Yep, I mean, nothing's stopping you from just driving up here every week and being a guest. Something about this. Nope, that's not what I need. It's like a thought. I don't think I want you quitting your job, Lisa. You should just ride your horse up here every weekend. Just gallop up I-5 shooting flaming arrows. You get a comfy custom saddle? Oh, okay. think this whole side is going to be covered with wood. So I probably don't need to care about this, but I'm not certain. And Mortar redeemed a Facebook ad. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me figure out how to do that. So that means I go to dashboard. Okay. So you're on facebook.com/Mordecai. Can I just click on that? No. I have to copy it, probably paste it in Facebook. Okay. Well, come on, there we go. Okay. I don't remember what the actual stipulations are, and suddenly I can't move windows more than half an inch at a time. More than 12 pixels at a time. What is even happening? Zbrush breaking out? There we go. Alright. Let's see what Alan Wertzinger has on his Facebook page. Okay, so I'm going to add as a friend. Okay. I'm going to look at these pretty pictures. This is his cover photo. Whoa. It's a lot of cool looking stuff. Come on, look at this.
Ooh, what's that?
It looks like
Wow, whoever
garden.
did that, that's amazing. Good plan.
Mordecai, did you take this picture or did you just steal it from someone? Like a stealer. I don't know. I'm thinking that's you and I'm thinking you stole it. Oh, this is a baby.
Who's that? Wait, what?
I believe this is Mordecai's Facebook page, but I'm not sure.
Did you ask?
Well, yes, but then I keep... Here we go. Okay. I keep forgetting where to look at different things because I have to have a dashboard open to see when people claim prizes. I have to have Twitch open to be able to see comments. I have to have Slobs open to be able to see what's happening in real time. Van Morta claims that he took that and then not that, the fishes. You took a picture of the fishes? Is that what you're talking about? I didn't see a picture of fishes. I saw a picture of a baby. I saw a picture of a bunch of reptiles and stuff. Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe it's just not loading it because you know how they choose what to load it. You might need to scroll down more because it doesn't put things in order when you go on pages.
That's true. The first one with all the tiles was at the zoo. Okay, cool. I'm a little shocked that we weren't already Facebook friends, but now we are. How many hearts did that cost you, Van Morta? I honestly don't remember what I set those to. So when people watch the stream, they get a heart a minute, and then they could spin those hearts when I have contests or for me to friend them or follow them on Twitter or follow them on Twitch, etc., etc. So it's like a loyalty point program. 1,000. Oh, right, because it was a ad. It was actually, I'm supposed to be like, yo, everyone, check this out. I need to look at the verbiage on that to make sure I honored it correctly. If I didn't, I'll redo it. David says, does that mean I'm technically in the hole since you added me without me spending anything? Added you on Facebook, you mean? No, because you get a lot of privileges because you helped me with setting up my Twitch stuff, so if anything, I owe you hearts. Although I think I will refund Van Morta because he's been super helpful in figuring out why this heart system is so complicated and silly. Apparently there was a compatibility issue with another plugin thingy. I mean, that's my takeaway. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's my perception. But I never would have figured that out. Bug hunting, exactly. Alright, now I'm gonna, just as a test for myself, I'm gonna see if I can remember where I go to give points to people. I think it's under...
Decorated for Halloween.
I mean, they're putting out candy for Halloween.
Well, I mean, that's one thing, but I'm like, ooh.
Leaderboard. No, that's not it. Overlays and loyalty. Oh, here we go. Okay. So I'm going to look up Van Morta. Okay. And it says you have 1,461 points. Really? That's after spending 1,000 already? Okay. How do I give points to one person? Add points to all viewers. That's not what I want to do. Oh, I see. Okay. There we go. Okay, check your points now, Van Morta, and tell me how many you have. And somehow I managed to get rid of my Twitch page. Amazing how terrible I am at this. 1,000. You should have 2,462 now. Okay, Dottie B, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time.
Voices describing me, the eyes
Oh, the alias I set this command to of hearts does not exist. What is it about my brain that just doesn't comprehend whatever they want? Like, I don't know what you want. I filled out the boxes. Yeah, Damon gambled yourself down to 44 hearts. That's hilarious. Hoarding is a bad habit and I don't need hearts. I'm a Grinch. Wow. I didn't realize there was such a dark side to this whole hearts thing. Yep, the house always wins. I get all those delicious hearts to myself now. I'm gonna eat them for dinner. Alright. What more I want to get. What is this little guy hanging out here? Who are you? Why are you there? You're just a lone little tree. Okay. That's the one I'm keeping for backup. Alright, fair enough. Okay, before I go through this potentially disastrous procedure, we're going to save it. Damon, you hoard hearts in Skyrim. And Mortis says, I'm cheap. I'm a classic RPGer. I hoard everything, including the wheels of cheese in Skyrim. Yeah, I'm the same way. I hate playing magic users because I'm always like, nope, I'm gonna need this potion later. Nope, I'm gonna need this scroll later. You never know, and then you get to the end of the game and have a billion things you never used. Nice. Used to hoard gold in Guild Wars, but now I save them till I can spend them on a legendary. Good job, Letha. Although, man, some of those mount skins we've got are so cool. That's a good place to spend stuff. What am I doing? I squished that all. Now it's time to dynamesh it. Okay, is everyone holding on to your collective butts? While that's cooking, I'm going to see if I can figure out what I need to do to make the command not freak out. Okay. So maybe it's because there's an alias. Oh, why did you go away? Okay. Here's this thing. Edit. It's called Hearts. Here's a link to it. Has an interval, has chat lines, alias. I typed hearts. If you want this timer to call a command, specify what command here. Is that different than... Okay, maybe that's different. This is a timer. Commands are different. Commands are what people type in. Why is it called an alias? That doesn't make any sense. So do I put nothing here? Is that, or do I have to put this in commands, not... Okay, I'm gonna try this. Copy that. Cancel this. I'm gonna go to commands. Wait, I'm in commands. No, I'm not. Custom commands. Okay. Add a command. It's going to be hearts. Okay, paste that. Soul Bad Guy 0408. Thanks for following, Soul Bad Guy. Watch me flail around and try to figure stuff out. Now this has an alias. If this command is supposed to call another command, no, it's not. Okay, so if I submit this, then in theory, it means if someone types !hearts, they will get this link. And then in timers, I'm just gonna delete this. I don't want it. Alright. Okay, looks like my Dynamesh worked. Nothing's borked. Hooray. Just let me drag the thing. Okay. Okay, so we've got this little foresty part. Are there any other foresty parts I need to know about? I think I finished all the copses. Okay. Okay. Some rock work. I would really love to do rock work. That's actually the fun part. All of this tree stuff has been really boring. Let's do some rocks. Yeah, the foresty areas certainly look nice. They're just not fun to make. Damon says, I wonder how many spots my account has dropped in value since I haven't been playing Guild Wars 2. Oh man. Okay, so that's supposed to be that tower. But rocks. Let's just do rocks. Okay. But rocks. Can't pick a color on the screen. It has to be in Zbrush. Let's do that. Although honestly, this color is pretty much the rock color, so I'll go use that. Okay. So, 4D's here, rocks. I'm going to start by un-Minecrafting a lot of these angles. Okay. Have fun with your green thumb.
What?
I said have fun with your green thumb. Make them roses grow. You gained a little bit. Inflation, huh?
What?
Not talking to you.
Oh.
Wow, look at that. You're getting rich by not doing anything. You're like a trust fund kid or something. Yeah, don't we all wish we were trust fund kids? Although honestly, like, if I was super rich, I kind of feel like I wouldn't. My kid would not be a trust fund kid. I would be considered a terrible parent because I'd be like, you know what? I don't honestly think having a whole bunch of money is good for young people. I mean, it's probably not good for any people, but having enough to, like, survive, not have to worry about paying the electric or the phone bill or whatever, like, that's such a character building thing. But on the other hand, who am I to tell a person that they need a particular character building experience, right? So yeah, I'd be incredibly torn. I guess thank God I'm not rich enough to have to worry about that. Butterscotch pudding is delicious. I totally agree with you, Aletha. And Mortis says, how do you survive in a house where everyone eats your food, buy food they don't like? butterscotch pudding that no one in household eats but me. That's weird that no one likes it but you. Butterscotch is amazing. Is it my favorite flavor? It might be. It's not my favorite. It's pretty close to it. The butter beer that they have at Hogwarts in Universal Studio. It's amazing. It's like a cup of melted butterscotch candy. It's ridiculous. I love it. One cup is probably like 3,000 calories. But I think I need to look at the big map to see what's going on here. Let's see, so there's little ledges that are popping out. The tower in the mini map looks like just a cylindrical castle tower, but the actual one in the map is a ziggurat. So I guess we want to go with the ziggurat. We'll make butterscotch fudge just for you this winter. Oh man, that would kill me. Absolutely set me back 100 pounds. I had such a great week. I did 2 days of 0 bad foods, 2 days in a row. So it was like a 1,000 calorie day and then a 1,100 calorie day, and I was making great progress. And then the next day, like, I worked out really hard and I only did 1,400 calories, and I was like, yes, I'm doing it, I'm amazing. And then I went to a friend's house yesterday and they were doing nachos, and I was like, great, you know, like cheese, sour cream, guacamole, you know, light chips, do a little bit of carbs, it's fine, light chips. But then she ended up making blackberry cobbler, and that just devastated me. I ended up eating probably half of that thing and then half a gallon of vanilla ice cream with it. It's just so sad. I'm a sad, sad man, you guys. I wonder if I can actually just like... I can. Nice. It's way better. Nope, not so bad. Getting to the boring time of the nursery for you. Yeah, fall's not super exciting time, huh? though. You get to play with fun spiders. Why are you down so many peeps? Who are you talking to? And Mortis says, am I not supposed to murder them? I didn't know I wasn't supposed to murder them. I could swear it was my understanding I was allowed. You guys are talking about something I totally missed. But I like it. This is a tricky brush I do not quite understand. But since I'm doing rocky organic forms, it's fine. Alright, so we got definitely very horizontal, wavy line. Kind of a sedimentary rock look to it. Kind of like that. I'm going to start with that just kind of as a very general flow for the rock, but then smooth it mostly away. I'm going to be doing the rock texture itself with stamps, but it helps when you're building up the forms to kind of go with the flow of what your final look is going to be. I'm writing a secret message here. See if you can decode it. Ah. Cool rock texture. Find something that's kind of directional would be better. I think this one's pretty directional. Do I want to make this higher res? That is the question. What is this? 5? Okay. Let's go to 2. It would take forever to do this over the whole surface of this. But I just want to get a sense. Okay, so that's with the 2. Let's do a 5 down here. Pretty pixely. Okay, so a 2 would definitely work. But let's see, from this distance, can you tell a difference? I guess not really. What about just how it is standard? That's pretty rough. Before I could make any choices based on that, let's see what some other textures might do. I'm surprised I don't already have some striated stone ones. This one might be pretty close. SW Rocks and Cracks 24. Definitely feel like that's kind of getting this vibe of the striated rock. And then it'll especially be effective. Let's see if I can remember from last week when we did masking. We didn't do mask by AO, that took forever. Mask by cavity. Boom. Okay, that's pretty much. Okay, so we invert that mask. Then use that's right. We don't want to use clay buildup because that does a weird thing. Have to use standard. Ah! Do that, and then, yeah. So that just darkens the low lights. And then we could mask by cavity again. Keep it at that, and this time do highlights. Let's lower the intensity so we can make it subtle. Just like go along the edges and stuff. Yeah. Again, you need to look at it from back here and imagine this is 8 inches wide, 4 to 8 inches. Is that? I think that's about the right resolution. That's good. Damon, you're down to 8 hearts. Oh my gosh. Is the music supposed to do that off-tune thing like a broken cassette tape? I'm not hearing the music do anything like that right now. Let's see. So I'm gonna search for Damon. Oh, 3 points. You're a mess, son. I'm gonna go ahead and give you 2,000 more hearts to gamble away. Okay. It does seem like there's no reason not to do these little lips that come out. Let's see. Let's do not RGB, but Z add. Fact. Let's sculptress them on. Yep, I just enabled you. You can now sue me for enabling your addiction. Oh man, this mountain is so simplified from Okay, so it is definitely doing this one, but yeah, again, there's so many contradictions in which map this is pulling information from. I need to remember lean mostly on the mini-map. Okay, so what I was doing was standard, drag rectangle, these here rocks. Oh, and change it to add. Oh, can't have it on sculptress mode. There we go. Wanna do subtract instead of add? Maybe. Probably switch it up. Supposed to be these little rocks? Yeah, because it's by that bridge. Okay. Yeah, these are bad. These need to go away. Let's see if I can trim adaptive them away. I can mostly trim adaptive them away. I should add color to it so I can simultaneously. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add these little rock nodules, just with like a clay buildup. I think will work fine for that. That's kind of an interesting thought. If I use a mask. Oh, I need to take it off of. So. Is that right? Yeah, okay. Okay, invert that, and then just. Actually, I guess I don't just use the move brush. There you go. Rocks. And then do a little clay buildup on that. I guess that's not faster than just doing this to begin with. But it's good to try new things. Gambled yourself up to 3K? Oh wow, yeah. Now's a good time to stop. Just think how many questions you could ask now. crypto gambling made me quit Guild Wars 2. I needed to forget this heart games exist. Sorry if I awoke some dark beast within you. Now your family's gonna end up starving because I turned on heart games. Go in here with the damn standard brush and punch up some of these sedimentary lines. Damon Wrath cheered 500 heads? What are those? I don't know what that means. Are those the hearts? Do I need to change art on that? Oh, those are bits? Oh, wow. So that's like, that like translates into real money. Thank you. I think, if I understand it correctly. Real cash monies. 500 pennies. Woo! I'm doing my math right. That's like $5 or something. That's probably the biggest cheer I've ever gotten. Thank you. Thank you sincerely. It means a lot to people to hang out with. Cool people that I legitimately enjoy hanging out with and doing art. It's so cool. The internet's so cool. I mean, it's devastated countless lives, but it's also so cool. Oh, one day you cheered 1,500? Holy crap. Okay, well, I apologize for forgetting that already. Actually, now that you say that, I totally remember that. So I remember being blown away and being like, that's too much money! Don't do that! Oh my god! what happens if I go through with a high polish brush. Just be like, just here and there. Smooth that down. It's probably a healthy thing to add a little bit of diversity like that. Hey Damon, thanks for stopping by. You have a good evening too. And thanks again for the tips. Making that fat bank. Oh, it's 4 o'clock. Oh, jeez. I probably should listen to why my stomach keeps making those funny noises myself. So, yeah, it would have been nice to have finished this today, but I still made pretty good headway. Getting all them forests is done. And I think I got the technique that I want for Death Mountain. So, yeah. Still a lot more territory to cover. Definitely taking more than the quote-unquote couple hours I was hoping for, but it's what I'm like figuring out the methodology. Like, if I do this for another map, which hopefully, cause I'd love to do this for the original Legend of Zelda map. I will have all these techniques in my pockets, and it'll be a lot faster. So, all right, yeah, I think that's a good place to call it for today. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday, usual time, usual place, and yeah, have a good rest of your weekend. Unless you're somewhere in the world where it's Monday, in which case, have a great week. See you guys.